What's up, guys? This is I thought about this topic a while ago and decided not to do it. Said I'd just sit on it and think about it. And the conclusion I came to was, well, that's exactly the reason I should talk about it. So, my name is Bill Jones, head instructor of top-level martial arts in beautiful downtown Cuyahoga Falls. You're watching Professor's Corner. I'm one of the most fortunate human beings on earth to be a black belt under Master Pedro Sauer. If you like what I'm talking about as I go through it, or if it connects with you in some way, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, give me a comment. I'm going to drink water. I'm in the middle of working out. I apologize. I just got off the treadmill. That's when I'm most motivated, most stimulated to get stuff done. The biggest thing, like in jiu-jitsu, I always say jiu-jitsu mimics life, right? So jiu-jitsu mimics life. I want you to think about probably the most common situation everybody asks me about, and that's like side control. How do I get out of side control? That pressure, it feels crushing. The guy's holding me down. He's controlling me, maybe even attacking. But it's hard to move. You're stuck on your back. And so every seminar I go to, that's always the most common question. Whether I'm the one teaching the seminar or it's someone else, how do I get out of side control? Always comes up. And I want you to think of side control as life, right? I need you to understand and to believe, and this is coming from a guy who owns 2 businesses now, that everything in your life, whether you have to just believe it, but like you're going to start off and you may not believe it, but you need to tell yourself this. You are 100% accountable for every single thing that is right and for every single thing that is wrong in your life. And the reason you have to believe it, at first, fake the funk if you have to, until you do believe it. But the reason you have to is because the alternative is believing that everything's in someone else's hands. And how the hell are you supposed to go through life and have success and get the things you want and achieve the things you want, earn a black belt in jiu-jitsu, get that raise, get that, if you believe it's all up to someone else? That's going to put you in a mentality where you start saying things like, oh, well, there's no point. Like it's just luck of the draw. It's just this, it's just that. And don't get me wrong. I understand there's genetics. I understand there's people who are born like 6'6", 245 pounds, super athletic, and that they just walk out there and they play professional football and make millions of dollars. But I'm going to tell you a secret. Some of them aren't that happy doing it. They do it because they can and because it'll make them millions of dollars. But then what happens when they get out of the NFL? They open like chains of restaurants and stuff, just things that like they want to do because they didn't love what they were doing before. And if you want to fall in love with what you're doing, whether it's jiu-jitsu or something else, you really, really, really need to take accountability in your life. I highly recommend Jocko Willink's book about the subject. But anyway, this is something I didn't want to talk about because it's something that everybody who's successful or everybody that achieves says. And guys, it's really important. It's really important. And I'll tell you from personal experience why I believe it's important. The last 3 weeks of my life, it's currently early to mid-May. And the last 3 weeks of my life, I've spent in a huge depression. It's something that I have to deal with. I get extremely depressed, even when things are going well. It's part of the PTSD I deal with. For those who don't know, I was in the military. Nothing crazy. I wasn't kicking down doors or blowing up buildings or shooting people or anything. But there were some nasty things that happened to us, and it weighs on you whether you want it to or not. So you have to go through that. And the only way to get through those situations, people will sit around and they'll see that you don't seem right, and they'll be like, oh, what can I do? What can I do? What can I do? And they're well-intentioned. But in the end, you're like, there's not a fucking thing you can do. Sorry about my language. You're like, there's not a thing you can do. It's not you. It's not you. It's me. And eventually you realize that. And when I talk dark depression, I'm talking like suicidal thoughts. I'm talking everything that comes along with that, guys. I'm just being brutally honest with you. So anyway, you get through that by accepting that everything in your life is in your control. And that sucks, because at first when you're telling yourself that, you say, well, that means that all these mistakes, all these things that are making me depressed are my fault. Yeah. Yep. You have to accept that. You have to accept that if someone's heart is broken, it's your fault. If someone lost their job, if I had to fire someone, if I had to do this, it's my fault. I wasn't a good enough leader. I wasn't, whatever. But what it also allows you to do is say, well, listen, everything that happens in my life is my fault. I know that I've felt good in the past, so I can do that again because I have control of it, because that's my fault too. And if I was there before, I can get there again. And that's the only thing that pulls you through those moments, guys. I'm kind of welling up. That's the only thing that pulls you through those moments, is the belief that you are in control. The minute you allow yourself to believe that somebody else is in control of your life, God, I don't know what that, you can't allow it to happen. Nobody else is in control of your life but you. If you want success, if you want to earn that black belt, you have to put in the time. You have to put in the effort. You have to put it all out there every day, all the time. It doesn't end. Your life doesn't end until it ends. And if you think that, life's going to be like a movie and there's going to be this thing that says, the end, congratulations, and everybody like walks away all happy, and then, you let's walk off into the sunset. Guys, our sunset ends with another sunrise. That's how it works. There's no happily ever after, and that's why people get thrown off by it. Look, you can see look at all that weight I'm lifting. Ninja Turtle. You got to go after it. You got to go after it. And you have to know for a fact that it's going to take a long time, and know for a fact that it's going to be hard, and know for a fact that you're going to fail over and over and over again. The biggest thing that keeps people from doing jiu-jitsu when I talk to them and when is like, yeah, because they're always like, man, yeah, this is suck, man. You come out here, you get beat up, and it's like, yeah, but it only lasts. You only feel like you're getting beat up for the first few years of it. And they're like, years. Few years of getting beat up. My goodness, I can't do that. Why? You're getting beat up by life anyway. You might as well get beat up by your friends and people who like you and care about you and want to see you succeed. That's jiu-jitsu. I mean, it happens, and you're not getting beat up necessarily, punched in the face, black eyes, but you're sore, your joints are sore, your toes are sore. Here's a news flash on that. You're going to be sore anyway as you go older. Whether you're using it or not, you're going to get sore. Your joints are going to start failing you. Your health is going to start failing you. It might as well be because you've done something amazing rather than because you've sat on a couch and let diabetes take over. So keep that in mind, guys. And what's this have to do with jiu-jitsu? And what's this have to do with anything? I mean, I just think that jiu-jitsu's life, and all these lessons that I've learned for me have come through jiu-jitsu, and the hardships of jiu-jitsu, and making it work and figuring things out. I can draw parallels between arm bars and getting a raise at work. I see them as very similar endeavors. So if you have something to say about that, if I've touched you in some way, please let me know in the comments below. I do have a challenge that's going to be coming out soon. This is why my videos have been kind of a little more spaced out recently. So I'm really working on this challenge. I want to do it well. It's going to be called the I Am Challenge. And I think it's going to be, for the people who do it, I think it can be transformational. So it doesn't cost anything. It's just something you're going to do along with me and all the members of my academy. So if you like what I'm saying, or if you have questions, or something you want me to talk about, do me a favor, put it in the comments below. I'd love to hear it. I'll talk to you later. Have a great day.